Hi, and welcome to another episode of Better Golfer Today. I'm your host, Tyler Dice, and this show is presented by Tyler Dice Golf. This is episode number 28, and as always, we have a great show planned for y'all today. Today's main topic is going to be on how to eliminate a bad score when you're playing good. As always, I'll be sharing what I'm working on, and today's tip of the week is on side hill lie approach shots. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in, and I'm happy you're taking the big step to improving your game by listening to my show. So before I waste any more of your time, let's get started. Okay, so main topic, scoring bad when playing good, right? This happens. You'll go out there, you'll feel like you're hitting the ball good, you'll go out there and you'll hit the ball good, and you won't score that great. And so what happened, what brought this on was I played 9 holes this morning. And I shot an even par 35, which, a lot of you are probably thinking, hey, that's great, man, good job, even par 35. It was pretty good. End score 35, whatever. Last 5 holes in the rain with no rain gear. You know what, 35 is not too bad. However, I thought that I should have scored considerably better. Okay? I had 3 birdies, I missed a 6-footer for par on number 8, and I 3-putted for bogey on 1. And somehow I made bogey from 68 yards away with a good lie in the rough, and I landed the ball 11 yards short of the hole, and the greens were receptive, and I still made bogey there. So 3 pars, 3 bogeys, 3 birdies. And if you ask me, all 3 bogeys should have been easy pars, and one of them I thought was literally going to be a tap-in birdie. I honestly thought I was going to go in, too, at one time. That's how good of a shot I thought that I hit. So, I felt like I played pretty good. I hit the ball pretty good, so how do I, or you, in the heat of the moment, get past making a mistake that leads to a bogey and make a par or a birdie instead? Alright? So how do you turn that frown upside down, right? Unfortunately, there isn't just one thing you will need to do. There are several things that will have to happen, and you need to be aware of them while playing. So let me just dig a little more into my round today. On my first bogey, it was a 3-putt because I didn't hit my first putt hard enough. It was a horrible first putt. And when you have a long putt, you need to pay attention to the slopes on the green and on when you're playing. I was first off at 8 a.m., so the greens were a little wet. The greens were actually vented the day before, so they had little spike marks in them. And I had to go up over the highest part of the green, and I had to deal with a side slope wanting to take my ball way to the left. And you know what? I didn't pay attention to enough of the green. I didn't hit my putt hard enough, and that led to a bogey 5. A really stupid play. Okay? That's dumb, right? When you're out there playing golf, when you're out there playing, you need to pay attention to the greens. You have to. Right? You have to pay attention to the greens, especially when you have long putts that deal with a couple of different ridges and slopes and hills and mounds and stuff like that, which is exactly what I had to deal with on my first putt of the day. I wasn't focused, I wasn't taking all the information in, and I misexecuted and hit a terrible first putt. It was stupid, okay? 3-putting from, say, 35 feet away on a green that I've played, dozens of times is dumb. It's really dumb. Especially when, it should have been a simple 2-putt. It wasn't the easiest putt in the world. It was slightly challenging. I had a weird lie on the green. It was kind of on a side slope, and so it wanted to take the ball straight left, and I wanted to go left, and I had to hit it up a hill, but if I hit it too far right, it would go to the right, and so I was kind of on the crest of the hill, and anyways, it shouldn't have been as difficult as I made it. I should have been able to get it to at least 3 or 4 feet, and at least 3 or 4 feet. That would have been, an okay lag putt. But anyways, I screwed it up, and you just got to pay attention. That's an easy way to lose strokes when you're playing golf, is not paying attention. So be mindful of what's happening on the golf course. Be mindful of what's happening right in front of you when you're putting. Because that's what happens. So you just want to pay attention to the little things in the golf course and pay attention to not be stupid like I was. So my next bogey happened on number 4. Okay, normally number 4 is a downhill dogleg right short little par 4. Usually hit hybrid off the tee and have like around 100-ish yards into the green. Okay, it's a short hole. Okay, so I normally hit hybrid off the tee. But today, it was into the wind. And I've been wanting to hit driver off this hole more often. So, you know what? I said, hey, I'm hitting driver. So I pulled out driver, hit driver. And honestly, I thought I hit driver like fine. I thought I hit a good driver. And I did. I hit a good driver. It went like 2 or 3 yards too far to the right. When I got up there, because normally it's a little bit firmer up there, but we've been getting some off and on rain the last couple of days, and so it must have been a little softer, so it stayed in the right rough. But I had a lie in the rough was fine. I had 68 yards to the flag, and since I was in the rough, I was thinking, hey, 60 yards, that's where I want to land this. It'll release the 8 yards to the hole. You know, the greens are pretty receptive, and 60 yards is a great number for me too. Like, so I was like, this is perfect. I got this. I hit the shot, never left the flag stick, landed short of the flag, and I was like, man, this is gonna be perfect. It starts releasing right to the hole, and I'm like, well, this is gonna be a tap in. This could go in. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, this could go in. So it doesn't go in. I can see it scoop by the hole a little bit, and I'm like, all right, well, it's just past the hole. And as I'm watching it, it's still going. I'm thinking to myself, why is it still rolling? And then it disappears because it goes over the frickin' green. And so I walk up there, and I'm thinking, oh, you know what? This had to have just rolled over that little mound, the back of the green. I'm sure it's just right there on the other side of the crest. Nope, it rolled over this green all the way down a hill, about 20 yards away, and about 10, 12 feet below the surface of the green, to the bottom of the hole. And so I actually flew the shot 57 yards. So actually 3 yards short of where I wanted to land it. Which was, you know, it didn't land on some mound or anything weird. But anyways, I landed it short of where I wanted to land it, and it still rolled over the green. So it rolled 11 yards to the hole, and then proceeded to roll 3.5 more yards down the hill. Or, 3.5 more yards past the cup, then through 2.5 feet of fringe, and then down the hill. So this shot ended up going like 88 yards, 89 yards total. And I flew it 57. So that's crazy, right? I mean, that's insane. That should not have gone that far. And I still don't know how it went that far. But even though I was down there, I was like, all right, got to regroup, whatever. So I hit a good chip shot. I thought I hit a good chip shot up there. And it landed close to the hole, and then proceeded to roll out 9 more feet. I was floored. I was like, I hit a flop shot and it still rolled that much. I have no idea why this green was this firm. It makes no sense to me. Because the previous green, I had a somewhat long pitch to get up and down for a par on the par 3. And I couldn't even get the ball to the hole. Like, I thought I hit a really good pitch. And it just died on me. And so the previous hole, it was soft and receptive. Number 1, my approach shot was also soft and receptive. On number 2, you know, I hit a nice shot in there close to the hole. And so it was like also soft and receptive. So the first 3 holes were soft and receptive. And then number 4 was not soft and receptive at all, which is weird. So I still don't know what happened on that one. But I ended up missing the 9-footer for par and walked away with bogey. And I still don't know how the green was like that. It was like a freaking trampoline for some reason. Because when I played the next hole on my approach shot, it did not roll out more than a foot. And all my other approach shots did not roll out far at all. So I have no idea what the heck happened there on number 4. But, yeah. So how do I stop what happened on number 4 from happening, right? Number 1, make the putt, make the 9-footer. Number 2, maybe hit a little bit better chip shot. Number 3, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. I was the bug on number 4. I got squished. It happens. You can't fix everything all the time, every time. So you just got to deal with it and move on. So anyways, like I said, all the holes before that were receptive. All the greens after that were receptive. I don't know what happened. But let's move on. My last bogey came on number 8. Hit the drive in the fairway, but I still had 215 yards left. Mind you, it's raining pretty good right now, and I didn't have any rain gear. So everything's getting soaked. But I had a good grip on the club, and I hit the shot, but my right foot slipped a little bit, and I ended up hitting behind the ball a little bit, and I came up short and left of the green. No big deal, right? I ended up having a good lie in the rough, hit a great chip up there, landed it real close to the hole, and it settled down pretty quickly. I had about 6 feet left. And you know what I did? I hit a stupid putt. Total operator error. Pushed it out to the hole and hit it a little too hard and whiffed. No good. I read the putt, said inside right edge, and I hit it outside right edge, and I hit it way too firm. I think even if I would have hit it inside right edge, I probably would have lipped out on the high side because I hit it too hard. So there was just no going in on that one. I didn't hit a good enough putt. The read was good, but I didn't hit a good enough putt. It was an operator error, and I messed up. And that happens. And so, when you're playing golf, you're going to make mistakes, right? Happens. I made the mistake of slipping from the fairway on a right. Okay, that was a mistake. That happens. Pushing the putt shouldn't happen. There could have been something else that happened. I could have peeked a little bit early. Maybe my hips opened up or closed a little bit or whatever. You know, I left the face open. Anything like that could have happened. Could be the reason why I hit that putt out to the right. But mistakes happen. And we want to make sure you do when you're playing golf. You don't follow up a mistake with another mistake on that hole. Okay? Make your mistake, regroup, move on. Okay? That's the key. That's the key. It's okay to make mistakes, but regroup, move on, no more mistakes at hole. Play solid the rest of the way. So I didn't do that on number 8, so I made another bogey. And going into number 8, I was actually 1 under par. I was 1 under par going into number 8 with 3 birdies. That's pretty good. Ended up par number 9, walking away with even par round. And overall, you know, 3 birdies is great. Hit some good shots. Hit some great tee shots. Played some good holes. Just gotta eliminate some of the stupid stuff, right? And so that's what it's about, right? That's what it's about. It's about paying attention. It's about not being an idiot, and it's about realizing that sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. And that's the key to taking, you know, playing good when you're hitting the ball good, and not playing bad when you're hitting the ball good. So moving on, let's talk about my tip of the week. This week's tip is on side hill lies. If you haven't noticed, when the ball is above your feet or below your feet, your ball flight will typically go in the direction of down the slope. So if you are a righty and the ball is above your feet, it will want to go left. And if the ball is below your feet, it will want to go to the right. So for today's tip, I'm only going to deal with the ball above your feet, okay? Above your feet. What I want you to do is do these things the next time the ball is above your feet. I want you to move the ball back in your stance about 1 inch, okay? Right around 1 inch. Choke down the club 2 to 3 inches, okay? It'll feel appropriate. You want to choke down the club about how high up the ball is above your feet, okay? So the ball is above about 2 or 3 inches above your feet. Choke down the club 2 or 3 inches. Then I want you to move about 1 to 3 inches closer to the ball. So you're a little bit closer, ball's in the back of your stance, and you're choking down the club. From there, hit the shot. You will be amazed at how much straighter the ball flies from these lines moving forward. What happens is you're going to get steeper with your attack angle. And a steeper attack angle causes the golf ball to want to shoot off to the right and straighten out and keep it from curving as much. So if it starts out to the right, i.e., or it starts out to the right or it stays straight, it's not going to curve to the left. And if it does start to the right and curve to the left, you're still okay. So, a steeper attack angle makes the golf ball start to the right and straighten out some. That's how you deal with the ball above your feet. Moving on to what I'm working on. Right now, I'm making sure I hit putts as often as I can. Whether I'm at home or at the course, putting is going to be a big part of my putting is going to be very important to me. Putting moving forward is a big part of my scoring. And so I'm making sure that my stroke stays true. And by doing it more often, that's how I'm going to do it. So I just want to have a putter in my hands more often. I want to make sure that my body is getting more and more comfortable with a putter in my hands. I want to be more confident on the greens. And so to be more confident to be better on the greens, you got to putt. You got to putt, you got to putt, you got to putt. And so I'm putting a lot. I'm putting as often as I can. And that's all I have for you this week. Remember, you can connect with me via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and email. And if you want to learn more about how Tyler Dice Golf can help you to your best scores, contact me via email or social media, and I'll explain how TDG can help you. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Keep grinding.